Well, hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay back. Oh man, not again. This is happening every single time. Randy Replay back at it again. And the Minnesota Vikings 6-2 coming into Soldier Field against the 4-3 Bears. Bears playing out of the Windy City, the Chi-Town Gritty. So the situation, Minnesota has two NFC North matchups here, the Bears and the Packers both away. And ironically enough, a chance to get 3 games ahead of the division. Depending on what the teams do, 4 in best case scenario, we are 2 games up. If we beat the Bears this week and they lose next week and we beat the Packers next week, we are 4 games up on this division and running away with it. Now, don't let the 6-2 record fool you. There are some weak spots on this team. Of course, we've been talking about the middle of the field for the defense, the aging veterans and Jordan Hicks, and of course Eric Kendricks. The pass rush not getting there as much this season, although Andre Carter's having a good year. And then the inconsistent play from one Patrick James Mahomes. So PJM has got to put it together here in week number 9. Minnesota all but silent here in the trade deadline, getting, of course, James Cook from the Commanders. So now the Cook's brother, or the brothers Cook, however you want to say it, the first duo, brother tandem in the NFL to score touchdowns in one game. Of course, that being Week 8 against the Tennessee Titans. So there you have it. Weekly awards to give out. We do have a couple here. Dalvin Cook from the aforementioned brothers Cook. 42 carries, 201 and 4 touchdown performance. Also had 4 catches for 31 yards. We'll net him the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Marshawn Lattimore, 18 tackles, 1 pick 6. The NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And then, of course, on the other side, A.J. Dillon and Trayvon, we wish we had you back. Diggs, the 4 picks for him and 7 the tackles in that one. For Dillon, 56 carries, 266 and 3 touchdowns. Oh, my heavens. Over there for Baltimore. So good to see them doing good. Good to see Trayvon being Trayvon. Big game here in the NFC North, though. Kickoff right around the corner, as we always do. We'll take a look at the injury. That is not the right menu there. We'll take a look at the injury report. And a familiar sight, Ezra Cleveland, or any member of this Minnesota Vikings makeshift offensive line, 2 more weeks, rather, with a dislocated elbow. We take a look at the Bears. Hashtag must be nice. No injuries to speak of. Kickoff. NFC North tilt. Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears is next. Ooh. We are raining down in Chi-Town. Yes, indeed. The Windy City is playing host to the JJ Gritty. 83 catches, 16 touchdowns on the year. Of course, Jalen Hurts wearing these old, I don't even know what you call them, AFL Classic jerseys here. 75th anniversary. And my heavens, a helicopter flyover as per usual for every home Bears game. The Vikings players apparently nowhere to be seen. Now running onto the field, live looking, just a downpour here. And oh boy, it is going to be tough to play in this heavy, sloshy rain. Already a terrible field, and it will be worse with the conditions given today. In the pregame, we mentioned it, Minnesota's defense letting up a lot of things through the middle, the running, the passing, the QB runs, and you look at Jalen Hurts and you think, oh boy, not another story, not another big quarterback going up the middle, let alone throwing. So we think Kevin O'Connell, as you see here, has a game plan to minimize the damage through the middle. And then, of course, on the offensive side of the ball, you've got to get Dalvin cooking sooner. Usually turns on the jets here, no pun intended, later on in the game. And it's all about giving him a full game reps. 32, he winds up going 43. He's going to get injured here. 43 carries plus, so leaning on Mahomes, but you can't do that. He's inconsistent as Greg Joseph kicks it away. This is expected to be a touchback. But, well, because of the conditions, it is returnable. And, oh boy, lots of missed tackles. So the Bears will get good field position, and we'll see what happens with everything we just stated. Jalen Hurts came over by way of trade. And 1,590 yards, 15 touchdowns, and we do believe under 10 picks on the season. So here we are, Minnesota defense, Bears offense. Under center is Hurts. It'll be an early give to Montgomery, who's given this team problems in this franchise, and his first carry in this one will be 5 yards. Last week, 14 carries, 76. It would be nice for Minnesota to keep him around that number, but we will see what transpires. Now Hurts from the gun, Montgomery to his right. His snap is corralled. Big game for both of these two teams, and it is dropped. Across the middle, they had somebody, a big drop. Slippery conditions to be blamed there. And here we go. Kendricks calling for the split. Hurts from the gun, Montgomery to his right. The snap corralled. Looking, throwing middle, caught. Might not get it. No, he didn't get it because he reset. Javon Holland will come in, and it's 4th down Chicago. So right here, Caleb Evans thrown off. That reset behind the line to gain, and then you see Holland come in, deliver the shot, and he would have had the first down. He was past the first down marker, but because of the reset, Ariza into punt. There's the first punt by Chicago today, hopefully. Not the last. Tyler Harrell left side. He'll get it near the 27. And out comes the inconsistent Patrick Mahomes. Playing in the rain. Oh boy. 3,700 yards, 29 touchdowns, 26 interceptions. My goodness. And of the three teams that we follow here, he is the one with the least amount of touchdowns, almost double. Almost 2 times as low as the other two. And Dalvin Cook up the middle. No yards there. Oh boy. So you got Dalvin Cook in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Mahomes from the gun talking to the offensive line. He'll get the snap. Looking. Just as he's about ready to throw it, he takes a shot, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. So, oh boy. So now 3rd and 10 for Minnesota. Mahomes, weird snap corral. Throw middle, and it's intercepted. Oh boy. Eddie Jackson on the pick, and for Mahomes, 27th pick of the year. He had JJ left side. He went middle, looking like for Njigba, double covered, and there you go. And now it's quickly 3rd and goal. Claypool on the catch. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Hurts from the gun. The snap is corralled. He's looking. He's throwing, and he's picked off Javon Holland. Oh, Nelly Javon Holland with a pick. So you ask, what do you do after Harrison Smith leaves this team? Well, you go get yourself a Javon Holland. He's been very, very good. Now in his 3rd year in purple. So in an absolutely weird turn of events for Midwest weather, the sun has peaked over the clouds. The rain has stopped in Minnesota. During the little break there, has switched out of the wet white pants and are now wearing their rare purple pants here on the road. So there we go. Everybody's feeling it. The field will be wet for a little bit. Hurts from the gun. And looks like the Bears have switched jerseys as well, going to their regular home jerseys. Go for the field goal. Last minute field goal effort near middle of the field. A big one here. It looks like it's going to be short, landing just near that upright. Oh boy. Justin Fields to hold. And how about Justin Fields, huh? For Patrick Mahomes, the inconsistencies. Oh boy. Now Mahomes from the gun. Snaps corral. Throws. Caught in Njigba inside the 10 near the 7. took a big hit again. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He will signal first down, and that will be a first down. In case you didn't know. Mahomes from the gun. Snaps corral. Throw middle. Caught in Jigba. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stretch the ball across the line. And Minnesota strikes first here in the sun now. It is Jackson Smith and Jigba. Middle of the field. There's the ball across. The coaches don't like it on the Bears sideline. And for the moment, this is a 7-0 game. Minnesota strikes first. Oh boy. Bowers again. Touchdown today. Kendrick, second tackle of the game. Hurts, flushed. Nowhere to go with the ball down the field. So he's just going to run with it, but he will be brought down. And Harrison Phillips holding his midsection, and another injury for this team. He collapsed near the Bears bench, and he'll be helped off the field. We'll give him some claps. Harrison Phillips goes down and out. That would mean Gervin Dexter will come in as it's 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1, COVID-19 is the call on the field by Jalen Hurts. I formation. Javon Holland down in the box. Minnesota watching that motion, left to right. And Javon Holland will keep Montgomery on their side of the field, or their side of the line to gain no yardage, and this should set up another field goal pending any weirdness. And it won't. They're going to go for it. So here we go. Big 4th down here for the Bears. Javon Holland crashing. And Javon Holland back-to-back plays for this Minnesota Vikings defense. A pick. Kobe. A pick and 2 TFLs on 3rd and 4th. Oh my heavens, Javon Holland. Guessing that snap count, he looked like Troy Polamalu. And for Harrison Phillips, it is bruised ribs. And so Siaki Ika will be brought in, as the team cannot lose another member of this line, either offense or defense. Mahomes under center now, so Siaki Ika will get some playing time, and Dalvin Cook goes down in the backfield, loss of 2, and this will bring up 2nd and 10 now. Snap corralled by Mahomes. Throw middle. Wide open Dalvin. Whoa! Okay, so Dalvin with the dead stop. He will get up to the 1. Minnesota goes late, no huddle. So Dalvin Cook with the dead stop. Breaking the ankles. Mahomes gives Dalvin. Dalvin, touchdown Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the end zone. And the celebration by Dalvin Cook, doing a little high step and then the baseball thing. Minnesota last week ran a quarterback keeper. That is exactly what the Bears schemed for there. Dalvin was able to get some room. And this to make it a 2-score, 14-0 game. Kick is away, near perfect for Joseph. Right down Broadway. Being called on to be the QB spy. At least in that play. Hurts throws, and it's Andrew Booth with a pick. And Andrew Booth could bring this for 6. He jumps, and he's in for 6. Andrew Booth Jr. And my heavens, in the absence of Jalen Johnson and Trayvon Diggs, we needed 2 corners to come up for this team. And it was Andrew Booth. There we go. Piping it in late there, guys. It's okay. And look at the Vikings offense, fired up, telling all the purple fans here to get up. Going back to what I was saying, Jalen Johnson and Trayvon Diggs depart. League leaders in picks while they were here. Kick is away. It's good. 21-0. You needed 2 to step up, so you got a Woozier, and Andrew Booth Jr. has just stepped up. Here we go. We got a big 3rd and 3. Big 3rd and 3. 60 Eagle call on the field. Hurts from the gun. Snap is corralled. Looks left. Throws. Picked off Andrew Booth Jr. Back-to-back picks from Andrew Booth Jr. He's rolling the boat. And we get a Vikings Baru. And my heavens. One-hander. 14. Mahomes remains in the gun. Looking. Mahomes throwing Pryor. It's a touchdown in Jigba for now. There was a flag. This one's coming back.
Pass interference. Defense.
No, pass interference defense. Of course, Eddie Jackson again. Bears coach not liking the call, walking with the official.
That penalty is declined.
And it is a touchdown for Njigba. Greg Joseph to make this a 28-0 game. Kick is away. It's good. Oh, my heavens. And the Bears coach, we're not sure what he's doing there. He is pointing at the official. So he's got to be careful. He's going to be thrown out of this game. We have a bear down in the Windy City. Oh, my heavens. So Njigba with a catch and a touchdown. Mahomes just kind of throwing caution to the wind, and Jordan Hicks another big hit. My goodness. Minnesota changing the play at the line of scrimmage defensively. Andre Carter giving chase, and it's Eric Kendricks with a pick. It's a pick city down in the Windy City. 3 first quarter interceptions, and it's no sweat for Kendricks. My goodness. Andre Carter giving chase. And Eric Kendricks, an interception, and there's the end of the first quarter. 28-0 Minnesota in an otherwise perfect game. Just the one blemish, the pick by Mahomes. My goodness. 3rd and 1. Caution to the wind there for Dalvin. Just needs a yard. Here he gets it, and more. Dalvin shedding tackles like shredded cheese. I wish I had a Chicago joke, but I don't. Question here, what do you do? Mahomes to Dalvin. He gets in. Dalvin Cook will score. And so 3 opportunities for Cook. Loses a couple on the first one, gets back to the one, and then just puts the ball over the goal line. We're going to take a look here. Did he, though? Did he put it over? That is the question. It doesn't have to go fully into the green. And the Bears coach is on the field yelling, as well as Jalen Hurts. They believe he did not get it in. We're going to take a look at it. Randy Replay's Replay Drone, brought to you by Connecticut Water Systems here. Now it just has to cross that front line. It doesn't have to go into the green of the end zone. Right here, just the tip, maybe. Just the tip is over. Hard to tell. Just the tip, possibly. Yeah, okay, so a quarter of the ball will be over. Maybe, okay, maybe the full length. Okay, well, that is something that the aerial drone does not see. You see that tuck job by Dalvin. As soon as he gets it over, he tucks it back into his chest. And, tough running for Dalvin here. My goodness. And this to make it 35-0 in one of the more dominant first quarters by Minnesota. Mahomes calling 43-15. Gets the snap. Throws middle. Caught Njigba's 3rd touchdown of the game. And across the middle, Njigba and Cody Mock. Wide open. Everybody on OBJ and JJ here, and oh my goodness, when you get 2, oh my gosh, look at the sidelines. The sidelines for Chicago blowing up, and Minnesota. This to make it 42-0. Kick is away. It's good. High formation. It's a give to Montgomery. Will he get in? Yes, he hops over Lewis Cine. And that will be the first Bears score of the day. The stadium comes alive. Don't call it a comeback. Just to put them on the board. 42-7. It's good. Do. And they'll send out Greg Joseph. This is a 37-yarder left hash with the wind. Put him up 45-7. Kick is away. Angles in right side. It's good. Now 3rd and inches. So 3rd and inches. Here we go. Hurts, flushed. Hurts, given chase by Roy, and Jaquelin Roy will bring him down. Jaquelin Roy and Daniil Hunter will split a sack. And there we go. Oh my heavens, Andre Carter was there too, so maybe it'll be Andre Carter and Jaquelin Roy. So down goes Hurts. They have to settle for a 3-point opportunity. This is about a 52-yarder. 53, sorry, Mr. Stadium Announcer. Right hash. The snap, spot kick. Wowzers! Barely, just barely into the wind. It's good. Kyle Fairbender, Fairbather, whatever you want to call it. So 11 seconds, Minnesota from the 26. Mahomes from the gun. Looking like it'll be just a Dalvin run, and we'll get to the halftime break. Minnesota gets the ball. Back on the other side of the aforementioned break, and up big. There we go. Halftime in the Windy City, and oh boy, the Bears are feeling kind of gritty. 45-10 your score at the half. There are some stats if you're interested. Both teams 48 offensive snaps, but Minnesota's making the most of them over Chicago. Looking around the NFL, we'll take a look at other scores, stats, and hopefully the Lions will lose today. They're down 21-7. Tanner McKee, 2 touchdowns in that one. And there you go. We want the Packers to lose, of course. Jacksonville at the Patriots. And for Jacksonville, the slide continues, but for now they're up 14-7. Trey Lance with a touchdown, ETN with a touchdown as well. Can they get their first win? We'll see. New York Giants at Eagles. They're all knotted up in that one. Oh boy. Now Mahomes under center. It's a quick throw left side to a dead stop. JJ, and he coughs the ball up. Justin Jefferson with a rare fumble, and this one will go back for 6. And somebody by the name of Drew Tranquil. Oh my heavens. Mahomes. Dead stop JJ. Oof. Big hit, and JJ with a rare drop and or fumble. You don't see that too often. So you know it is an anomaly. 45-17 pending kick. It's good. Oh boy. And now he's standing in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking. The flushed. He's going to run with it. Going for the pylon, and it's Patrick Mahomes running for the touchdown. And almost right as soon as... Oh, Kobe. He does a Kobe right in front of the Bears fans here who paid multiple hundreds of dollars for these seats, and maybe even thousands for these season ticket holders right in front of their faces. And will we see the backups here today? We're going to find out. Here's to make it 52-17. Kick is away and nearly perfect right down Broadway. Vikings trying to keep pace, but my goodness, what a game for the Ravens. What is going on there in Baltimore? Hurts. Give. Oh, chopped down by Lewis Seen is Montgomery near the 1. And here we are. Minnesota showing blitz up the middle. They send the pressure. It's a keeper off the back of Hunter, so a lot to unpack. They bring pressure. Hurts, quick throw, no go. It's off the back of Hunter like a yo-yo. So here we go. Hurts. Minnesota brings pressure again. Wide open is Moore in the back of the end zone. And Elijah Moore will get the touchdown. Oh boy. So 52-24 now pending the kick. Which is good. Now he's got a 51-yarder into the wind, or with the wind rather. Sorry. We are in the second quarter still. Kick is away. It sneaks into the left side. It's good. So 55-24, your score. Oh, we get a doink. A doink for Greg Joseph going the other way. Kicking almost through the uprights. The 7-mile-an-hour wind to his back. And he doinks it on the kickoff. Oh, boy. So the Bears take over from the 25. There's a give Montgomery. It'll be Booth Jr. with the tackle. And, oh, boy. Hurts. Man in motion. Big right to left. It is a throw, and it's a pick. Andrew Booth, his third of the game. Andrew Booth Jr., Jalen Johnson, who? Andrew Booth Jr., third pick in this one, and my goodness. I want to talk about defensive prowess. I mean, look at this. Gaining the inside coverage any way he can, even ran into his own teammate, and he still gets the pick. So I think that'll just about do it here for the Bears. We got to bear down. 55-24 from the 48, 5:26 left to go here, third quarter. Dalvin first down carry. Dalvin's loose right side. It's Dalvin Cook. Oh, Nelly waves goodbye to the chasing Johnson, and Dalvin Cook with his fourth score, and 4 years ago today for number 4. My goodness, what a run. Yeah, no doubt we will be seeing James Cook, the brothers Dalvin, the rest of the way. Big run for Dalvin. 60 plus on that one. And my goodness, 62-24 pending the kick from Gregory Rutherford Joseph Esquire. Kick is away. He's good. And here we go. 3rd and 11. Minnesota plays off. Hurts to throw. Big throw. He's going to throw it away. Big pressure, Minnesota. And MJ Sherman goes down. Uh-oh. Immediately collapses. And the rookie cannot put any pressure on that knee. So MJ Sherman favoring that left leg. We don't know what's going on. We'll give him some claps. He is slow to leave. And it's a field goal opportunity for these Bears. Into the wind. 56-yarder. He missed from 53 earlier. And it's Chestnut with the block. Darian Chestnut, the rookie with a block. Javon Holland. And Justin Fields will not catch up. Javon Holland takes it back for 6. And Darian Chestnut with a blocked kick, his first in his career. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Darian Chestnut. And Javon Holland will score. And Minnesota just kind of puts this thing out of reach just to make it 69 to 24. Kick is away. It's good. Now, Minnesota, please don't score. You have the perfect score here. And for MJ Sherman, it's a foot fracture. He will not be able to return, so the rookie season may be cut short before it even begins. Formality football. Just go get your win. Minnesota. Hurts from the gun. Snap corral. Looking. Still looking. Big throw. Lewis Cine gives up the touchdown again. Lewis Cine can't get in front of a ball. Oof. So there you have it. A touchdown for the Bears. Big score. Just to make it 69-31. Kick is away. It's good. Of course, when he's been called on. Ladies and gentlemen, the starters are out. The backups are in. James Cook, looking like his brother out here. 3 yards up the middle. And Kirk Cousins, now the quarterback. So no more JJ, no more Njigba. What you see is what you get. Kurt throws left side. Caught Jalen Naylor. No, incomplete, going out of bounds. My goodness, what a ball. Jalen Naylor, you got to get those feet down there. You just got to. This will be 3rd and 7. Kirk. Quick throw. Oh, behind Tyler Harrell, but he contorts his body. It makes the catch. This is what we were just talking about prior to the kickoff. Tyler Harrell, what a conundrum. He's made the most of his opportunities. We were just talking about it a play ago. Made most of his opportunities when he comes into the game. Just not the return man that thought this team thought he would be. Kirk O'Chains, Kirk O'Chill, Big Kirk, KC. We'll wave Quez Watkins in motion. And the run will go to James Cook, left side. He'll get about 2. That should do it. For quarter number 3, pending any weirdness. Minnesota kind of in a loose huddle. Kirk looking around, adjusting his pads. As you see, this should do it. And Randy's going to take a sip of his water he brought all the way from Minneapolis. And Randy only uses Connecticut. You should too. Great water and a great score here at the end of 3, 69-31. So it was a design QB run. And why the hell not? Go for it. You might as well. What do you got to lose? Against the backups, Brad Price dropping back into coverage now. Hurts. Looking. All day to throw. He finally gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. Down the right side goes out. And boos will rain down from the Chicago faithful. Greg Joseph on to break up the perfect score. Big 48-yarder against the wind. Middle of the field. Kick is away. He sneaks in left side. It's good. You got to get some hops if you're trying to get over Owen Papo. Either way, it's a first down for Hurts. And the Bears. Hurts winding up to big throw. And it's picked off. 4th of the game for Andrew Booth and what the kids would call a 1% user. And we finally get a Baru piped in. And Andrew Booth Jr., 4 picks in this one. And that's not Andre Carter. I do believe that's Xavier Thomas causing the pressure, forcing the errant throw. And Andrew Booth Jr. getting the inside coverage of Wandale Moore. And this is just what Minnesota does here in these fourth quarters. Cousins from the gun. James Cook takes it, sheds a tackle. He'll sit down near the 5, and Jalen Naylor goes down. So another Viking, the 4th to do so, going down here. That stops the clock. Non-contact injury for Jalen Naylor, so we'll get that information to you as soon as it becomes available. Apparently, it's 2nd and 1. Apparently, 2nd and 1 from the 4. James Cook takes it, trying to gain the end zone. He stretches the ball over. And for the 2nd straight game, the brothers Cook score a touchdown. Both Cook brothers to score. Tries to gain the end zone. Watch this. He gets spun down, stretches that ball over the goal line. Touchdown Vikings and touchdown Jamison Cook. Just the tip. That's all you need. So this to make it 79-31, Minnesota in their statement game. Mahomes still in the proverbial, even holding this ball. 10-play, 70-yard drive. And broken ribs. Oof. Before Jalen Naylor hurts. Tapping his right booty cheek. Gets the snap. Big throw. Caught. Oh, big hit. We're not even sure. That is a Caleb Evans. A big hit. They'll bring up 4th and 2, and Chicago will just give up, throw up the white flag. They're going to punt it away. Wally on the catch. 2-minute warning about to hit. Tyler Harrell will wave goodbye to it, and it's in the end zone. 2 minutes remaining in this one. And the brothers Cook combining for over 300 yards of rushing today. My God. One more snap is all it takes. James Cook angles left side. James Cook is loose. James Cook will score pending any weirdness. My heavens, hold my dick. James Cook with a touchdown. Now you call it running up the score, but you got to stop us at some point. James Cook. And now for the first time in NFL history, brothers running backs will score multiple touchdowns in a single game. NFL history before your very eyes is to make it 86-31. Kick is away. It's good. And for this franchise, the Minnesota Vikings have scored the highest points in franchise history. So record-breaking day today for Minnesota. Patrick Mahomes putting his best stat line out there so far this season. And Andrew Booth Jr. coming into his own here today. My heavens, what a game. What a win. Kings of the North. And Chicago, we got to bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down. So here we go. It's not over yet, though, Jalen Hurts. He's still got a couple more plays to play with. Hurts flush right into Jaquelin Roy. His second sack of the day for JR. Good old JR. And this game is just about over. 3-2-1-0 Vikings win in Chicago. And, oh boy. We'll get you into player stats. The final score, 86-31. What a win. And hello and welcome back to the booth. We will get you into these player stats as we just mentioned, get you back to the main screen, and get you ready for next week where the Minnesota Vikings will take on the Green Bay Packers. And Minnesota Vikings fan line clamoring for blocking stats. Well, didn't know anybody cared about those. For Patrick Mahomes, 110.5 QB rating. 22 of 34, that is 64% completion percentage for those of you that did not know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. 305 yards, 3 touchdowns, and the 1 pick. So over 30 touchdowns on the season for Mahomes, but also nearing 30 picks. So gonna have to figure that out. Kirk Cousins, 39.6 QB rating in relief, 1 for 4, 10 yards. You did what you had to do. Just hand the ball off to the brothers Cook. Excuse me. And for Dalvin, 26 carries, under 30 carries for probably the first time in this franchise when he has not been injured. 26 carries, 167, 3 touchdowns in this one. James Cook, yes, you're reading that right, the brother of Dalvin Cook, the brothers Cook, 19 carries, 174, 2 touchdowns, both Cook brothers with 5 broken tackles. Patrick Mahomes, 2 for 15 and a touchdown for James, 2 touchdowns as well. Quez Watkins, 1 for 3 out of the pesky end around, and JJ, 1 for 4 out of that same end around. Jackson Smith and Jigba ruled the day today. They were obviously scheming for JJ. OBJ didn't get much. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 12 catches, 156, and 3 touchdowns, including that one amazing no-looker from Patrick Mahomes going out of bounds right side, and it was pass interference. Randy kind of believes we got away with one there. Would have been a touchdown either way. JJ, 6 for 89 for the first time in my memory. The first time JJ has held it under 100 and under 10 catches. So OBJ, 3 for 41. Tyler Harrell, the wide receiver conundrum, 1 for 10. Dalvin Cook, 1 for 19. Nobody. I mean, if you want to look at them, they're here. As we say, nobody cares about blocking. Going to go to defense, look at total tackles, and for all intents and purposes, the Minnesota Vikings have a triple-double. Eric Hendricks leads the way with 17 tackles. Lewis Seen and Javon Holland, the safeties, with 10. Oh, boy. Andrew Booth had 9. What a stat line for him. 4 picks in this one. Jordan Hicks with 8. Caleb Evans with 7. Darian Chestnut with 6. Also had a blocked field goal. Jaquelin Roy, Chidobe Awuzie, and Daniil Hunter with 4. MJ Sherman left the game with an injury. We'll get you all caught up with that. Had 3, and Greedy Williams got a little greedy, having 2 tackles today. Tackles for loss, 2 by Roy and Kendricks, 1 by Quarter, Hicks, Sherman, Evans, and Holland. QB sacks, we got back there twice. Jaquelin Roy had 1.5, and Andre Carter had a half sack. 4 picks, as we mentioned, for Andrew Booth, 1 for Javon Holland, and 1 for Eric Kendricks. 6 turnovers by the Minnesota Vikings. Pass deflections, we had 5, 2 by Andrew Booth, 1 by Chestnut, Eric Kendricks, and Chidobe Awuzie. No forced fumbles, no 1 fumble recovered. Interesting. By apparently Javon Holland. That was the block kick, as I'm recollecting my thoughts here. 1 block kick, and it went for a touchdown. We also had an Andrew Booth Jr. pick 6 for the Minnesota Vikings defense. No safeties today. 3 for 3 on field goals, longest of 51 for Greg Joseph. 11 for 11 on extra points. My goodness. Then Ryan Wright, 2 for 79, longest of 79. None. Actually, 2 for 79, netting 79. None of them inside the 20. My goodness, my apologies. Tyler Harrell, the conundrum here is 6 kick returns, 120 yards, longest of 23. And then in the punt return game, just had the 2 for 13, longest of 11. Is he the guy at kick returner? We don't know. But the 3 games of heartaches and heart attacks, the Minnesota Vikings finally get their biggest win in this franchise to the tune of 86-31. Seating presentation was a presentation of the NFL on the SSN. Any rebroadcast, redistribution, or reusage of said broadcast is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of the NFL, the SSN, or any of its subsidiaries. This has been Randy Replay. Get you back to the main screen preview Packer Week and get you ready for everything Week 10 of Vikings football. Well, hello back. And welcome, not back to the trade screen just, or the trade screen, what the heck, the main screen just yet. Jalen Naylor, with his broken ribs suffered in this one, he'll be out for 4 weeks. MJ Sherman, the rookie, the season cut a little bit short. He'll miss some time with a foot fracture, out 4 weeks as well. Ezra Cleveland battling that dislocated elbow. So Minnesota's got 3 players on the injured list here going into week 10 of the NFL. Well, hello and welcome back to the main screen. Finally, we do believe the Packers were on a bye week last week. The Lions lost, the Bears lost. So Minnesota now has a 3-game lead in the NFC North going up against the team that is the Green Bay Packers. As we welcome you back to the main screen, 3 players on the injured list is never a good thing. They're backup players, I get it, but Ezra Cleveland has been having a otherwise good season there at left guard, and he will be missed coming back for the Texans game. So, as it sits here in Week 10, the Minnesota Vikings have the 4-4 Green Bay Packers, and with the Packers being on a bye week last week, the Vikings winning and the Bears and Lions losing, we get Bear down, we get the Kitties being meowed to sleep. We get a 3-game lead in the NFC North. And a team that is the most threatening here with Will Levis, we get them on Sunday Night Football. So also Aaron Jones in the backfield, of course, as you see, bottom center. So Minnesota 3-game lead. You get the most threatening team in the division. And everybody else is at 4-4, 4-5. Minnesota enjoying a nice, comfortable 7-2 season despite all the weirdness. We do have some weekly awards to give out. And for his 9-tackle, 4-interception, 1 pick 6 performance, Andrew Booth Jr. will be awarded NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Geno Smith knots the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, 35 for 64, 64 touchdowns, 1 sack. Then, of course, the man we don't really have a problem with anymore, but the man we don't like to talk about, Aaron Rodgers, 51 of 83, 1,000. Let me say that again, 1,081 yards, 7 pass touchdowns, 4 picks. They're going into full down the field mode there in Baltimore, and it's showing. Jair Alexander, 9 tackles, 3 picks, and 2 pick 6s there in the 120-plus game. Oh, my heavens. So Aaron Rodgers getting what most quarterbacks can't get in a single season in one game. Oh, bye. But the former Aaron Rodgers team will welcome in the Minnesota Vikings. Then we get the worst team in the NFL. Well, we won't keep you for too much longer. Injuries aplenty here, but the brothers Cook doing good things, as well as Andrew Booth coming into his own here middle of the season. Just about 7 weeks remain. We'll get the playoff picture here after the Eagles game in about 4 weeks. So Minnesota, you get an easy part of the schedule. You get the 0-8 Jaguars. And as it sits right now, what are the Texans? They're 4-4. You get the 4-4 Texans, and then you get, I do believe, the 2-7 Eagles. The 1-7 Eagles. So 1-7 Eagles. So a combined rating of 6 wins between your next 3 opponents. My goodness, you should be able to take care of them. This has been Randy Replay. Once again, your Minnesota Vikings victorious. And we get a bear down in Chi-Town, 86-31. We will see you in the next one.